on. Greetings and salutations. Welcome to episode 32 of Analog Allies. It's only Thursday, and this is the third podcast I have done this week. I am RGT85, joined as always by Brett at Brett NLL. Brett, how we doing?
Doing good. And don't you also have Spawncast soon?
Saturday.
Damn.
I don't know. I might not show up. Fuck John. He owes me money too. Well, technically, so like the Spawncast Patreon and Game and Talk money, it technically goes to Nate, and then Nate has to divvy it out. But I'm horrible at checking my email, and Nate will just send it without telling me, so it always gets returned. And I actually need to remind him because I think there's some money that I'm owed unless he resent it.
Speaking of Spawncast, John asked me to come on in an upcoming episode, so I might be on when you're not.
Why is my accountant talking to me? Fucking it. Well, I mean, hey, you know what? That's good. At least they're on top of things over there. Yeah, so we got a lot of stuff to talk about. It's been a kind of interesting week. Obviously today, some more stuff happened. Brett, what is the first thing you would like to talk about?
I mean, the biggest news of today was the delay of Grand Theft Auto 6.
But before we talk about that, Superman Oh Man with a $2 donation. What's your biggest good surprise in gaming in 2025?
I mean, I would say Expedition 33, but I always thought it looked awesome. So it wasn't that big of a surprise, but I guess it still kind of is since it's like my favorite game of the year that I've played.
You know, I'll say Donkey Kong Bonanza. I think it ended up being a more enjoyable game. I enjoyed it more than I thought I would. Like, I thought, and like, I bought the DLC. I had fun with the deal. I mean, DLC probably should have been on the expansion pack, but you know, I liked it more than I thought I would.
Okay. Yeah, I can't really think of a good one. I'll probably get back to you on that. Look at my games played this year list.
Yeah, it's dude, like my mind is mush right now. What's up, Paul Simoyan from London? My mind is mush right now. I have literally been playing a game for 7+ hours straight all day. To prepare for a video on it for tomorrow. I still have more that I want to play before the video. So, and then I also had to take a small break to make the Grand Theft Auto video as well. So my mind is kind of mushy, and I have not eaten dinner. But that's fine, dude, because the show has to go on. So yeah, GTA 6 delayed once again. Brett, why don't you update some people on here?
Let's take a look, because I forgot the exact date. It got delayed till November 19th, 2026. So basically, almost exactly a year from today. And when they gave the trailer, like the extended trailer that they did, wasn't it like basically a year from when that trailer released?
Yes.
So now we did not get another trailer, and it's exactly a year from now. And it's pretty unfortunate, but I just feel like they want to frickin' nail this, and they have unlimited money to keep working on the game. And the game's going to make so much money after it comes out for probably a decade or two. And they just want to get it right at launch. So I'm not super pissed off about it or anything. I see a lot of upset people, but there's so much to play in the meantime. So I'm not really that mad about it.
Well, yes. I mean, you have to look at it from the bigger scale here. There are literally children that were born the same year as GTA 5
in
release.
This chat right now, probably.
Well, no, that are entering high school. Hold on one second. I have to type something out. that, you know, so it's not like you know, the narrative around the game definitely changed because of the fact that why literally nobody has bothered me today at all, and now everyone is bothering me today.
Do you think that GTA 6 ever comes to Switch 2, since there is a Series S version that is seemingly running okay? That seems
But
some
okay, so
or
hold on like 2 seconds, and I'm gonna hypothesize about that because I did talk about it in the video that I made. Um, so I, I mean, okay, so here's my thing. I honestly don't think it's coming out in 2026.
oh god,
I think it gets delayed again, and I think it's the next gen game.
that'd be crazy.
I
Like only next gen, like it's not coming out on PS5.
I think it'll be preferred for next gen. There will be a PS5
So a
version.
cyberpunk situation.
Yes. I think that is what is happening with this. And what the fuck is this?
You're getting so many distractions right now, Sean.
In my ears as well. So I don't really know. I'm just trying to skim through this real quick. Please stop. I hate when you go to a website and they play a fucking video. Who likes that? I'm reading
Nobody.
an article.
That's where a lot of money comes from, though. Those auto players.
I just feel like it's a thing where you have issues in which you wow. This is cool as shit.
Sean,
Hold
you're
on.
losing it. You're losing it.
Nah, bro. Check this shit out. Now I got another credential to add to my list of credentials. As seen on ESPN.com. Oh, you can't even really see it that well.
Zoom up.
As seen on ESPN.com.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
As seen. That's what because Michael B is in it too. Mike B, the Game Genie, and he was like, "Do you see the article we're in on ESPN?" I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
That's pretty funny.
But yeah, now we hit ESPN. So I've been on Forbes and I've been on ESPN. That's
Don't forget about Pornhub. You've been there a few times.
Yeah. But no, I really think that they want this game to be on next generation hardware. And that could be because you got to think of it from this perspective. We're not near May right now. Like we're not really near May. Yeah. So to do a delay now means that there's something up. You know, there has to be a definitive, like you could have done this in January and that would have made more sense to me. Because then you kind of have a better mindset as to whether or not you are, you know, whatever the issue is, because we're assuming it's an issue, you know, bugs and polishing and stuff like that. It just seems very early to be doing that.
Like you think they should have waited till we got closer to the release date to tell us that it was going to be delayed?
No, it's not coin noises. That's Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah, hell yeah. What are we playing? Sonic 2?
I think it's CD, but I'll go check. I'm gonna go turn it down.
Fuck yeah. Nah, crank that shit up. That's got a great soundtrack.
You just stopped talking when I left?
Yeah, because my mind is in 100 different places.
It was just silent when I walked away. I was like,
sorry.
Did I disconnect or something?
Sorry.
It was in fact Sonic CD. He's playing the Xbox 360 version on his Series S.
Jeffrey Tucker with a $2 donation. Mike Hunt, Beaver Falls, PA. I like that that Twitter account that that constantly talks about or like posts names of people like that were actual like living people. It's and they're just like the craziest names that you've ever seen before.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like there's something else going on with this.
I don't know. I think it just needs to be polished, and they want to have a good launch. They don't want to have any server issues. They want to make sure everything is perfect.
Server? No.
Be,
what do you mean? What do you mean server issues? There's no online on day one. Fuck no.
You don't have they confirmed that?
I could confirm. I'll confirm
I'm just
it.
Saying,
right
they haven't confirmed it yet. That's how GTA 5 launched, but they might try and do day and date online. But I don't think they will, mainly because with games like GTA 5, there are probably millions of people that never played the campaign, like the story, and they love the online. So they probably want people to delve into the story before the online comes out.
Yes, it'll be a staggered thing, completely. There's I do not foresee. Oh, we got an update on that medallion. I could spill a little tea.
Oh wait, hang on. I think they're gonna do launch. You're probably right. They'll probably launch the story. Then like a month later, maybe 2 weeks, do the online, and then we know that the PC release is coming at a later date. And then this is what I asked you, but you never actually answered. Do you think it'll ever make it to Switch 2? Because that was one surprising port that we never got.
I need
was
to see
GTA 5.
I need to.
We never got GTA 5 on Switch 1 when we know it could have easily ran on that device.
I need to see the game. I'm not talking about some fucking
cutscenes and stuff.
Yeah, I'm not talking about that. I need to see the game before. I think most things you can bring over to the Switch 2. I think that's kind of an outlier. Depending on how vast the game truly is. Like if you're doing these crazy visuals and stuff, there is supposedly some Red Dead stuff is getting announced soon. Red Dead 2 for PS5 and Switch 2. Doobie Blaze just brought that up.
Excluding Xbox. I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, yeah, I mean, why would you? But yeah, Medallion says GTA 6 or Analog 3D, the Battle of the Delays. The Analog 3D is officially in reviewers' hands right now. I am not a reviewer. I'm just a fuckhead who gave them money. I'm nothing in the grand scheme of things here. I'm just a paying patron. But I know of 2 people that have them, probably 3 people, and I've been getting intel from them. One because I keep bothering him. But one has not been very impressed thus far with it. We will say that much. Which is and if I think that's going to be a general theme going on because of how much this thing was hyped and how mysterious it was surrounding it. Pickle Rick, a member for 15 months. Love the content. Haven't really started Oceanhorn 2 yet. Do you think Metroid Prime 4 will get as a review plus what do you think Metroid Prime 4 will get as a review plus how many sales day one? Well, you usually don't hear about it day one. I think I'm going to say I think it outsells Dread for the first year. You have a larger install base. You have 2 different install bases. One of the install bases is very, very hungry.
They're fiending for these exclusives.
Right. And although it is a cross-generational thing, still you are getting added benefits with it. And if you own a Switch 2, you're not going to buy the Switch 1 version unless you're one of the, the small group of people who prefer the Switch 1 box because it doesn't have all the stupid writing on it and stuff. But I think it'll outsell Dread. I think it has a chance of doing over 3 million in a year. As far as reviews are concerned, I will say an 88 on Metacritic.
Okay. I mean, I pretty much agree with all that. Was Dread the best-selling Metroid?
Yes.
Even beating out Metroid Prime 1?
Yes.
Okay, so I feel like probably 3 million, but I don't think it'll do it in in its first month or anything. I think it'll be a thing that slowly grows over time.
I'm saying over 3 million and low to mid like 3.2 million in its first year. Like Metroid just doesn't have that same oomph that other Nintendo IPs have. So yeah, that's kind of how I see it. And I think the delay will also hurt the game because essentially you're really playing a Switch 1 game with a Switch 2 version. So it's not designed with the Switch 2 in mind. It's not built for the ground up for the system. It just runs on the system better and it looks better and it plays better, but it's still a Switch 1 game at its heart. But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. It's kind of unfortunate because you can tell. Like, I think it looks pretty. I think it looks ugly in some areas, but it would have been cool if they were able to utilize just the Switch 2 and made a beautiful Metroid game. But they started on Switch 1, so.
Hold on, I need to email my accountant. Yeah, like, I think that would, the bike stuff is definitely very kind of to me.
Yeah, it looks rough. It kind of like, and the controls look like No More Heroes 1 in the city with the bike, which it did not control very well.
Right. Yeah. Or
I could be wrong though.
I mean, well, it just looks like they're big, wide open spaces.
Yeah. But all in all, yeah. So my review, what I think it's going to be, it's retro. I would say high 80s, 87 to 89, somewhere around there.
Just dilly dally around my number with the.
Did you say 88?
I said 88.
Okay.
Sean G gifting a Stash membership. Spyro Jones is the winner of that. Shout outs to Sean G. But yeah, so going back to Grand Theft Auto 6, it's a shame. And here's the other thing. Think of all the companies that were like, oh, I'm not gonna we don't want to release our game around GTA 6. And now they fucked you over twice. Like, bro, at some point, just stand on your own two. Stand on your own 2 feet. Be confident in your game. Make your game. Release your game. Don't worry about something else.
Yeah.
Because a delayed game is a good game.
Don't say this stupid.
But a horrible game never comes out.
Bad, good, bad forever.
WWE?
That's the dumbest quote. I don't even believe it's real.
Whoa. I did not see that, stupid fat hobbit. Let me...
Looks like WWE 2K26 was moved to fiscal year Q4 2026. Sorry if it was already.
That's big. Those games come out in the spring. That's a 9-month delay.
Maybe they want to make it.
Wow, really, you're right. Q4? Oh no, Q4. Okay, so Q4 is July to September. So that's not the hugest delay in the world, but that's still interesting though. I wonder why. Let me send that to my buddy Kenny, because he makes WWE content on games all the time. But yeah, like you gotta be confident in your product, release your product, and be happy with it. You can't worry about stuff happening around around your game.
I mean, and you could make that a marketing point on your socials. Be like, we're confident in our game. We hope you support it, blah, blah, blah. And people, they'll eat that up.
All right, so the next thing we're going to talk about is something that Kenny Baum. He, if you look at his background, you can see my book in there. And I didn't even know he did that. I was just watching one of his videos like a while ago, and I was like, oh, shit, that's awesome. Ahmed, you got to start supporting. You always have these goddamn demands. I'm going to need some support out of you. Noah Smith, member for 38 months. Where the fuck are Metroid Prime 2 and 3 for Switch consoles? Don't even want remakes like Prime 1. Also devastated about GTA 6 delay, but still optimistic. That's the way to be. Optimistic.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very good question. You know, Metroid Prime 3 technically is a Wii game. I don't foresee them putting that on NSO, but they could put 2 on there. Like,
Yeah.
I don't
And
know.
it's the original one. They could do
yeah,
that.
like, where's the support? You know, they you know, it's one of those Jeffrey Tucker giving the King's tax. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. But yeah, it's very Nintendo handles Metroid like a fucking like a stepchild that they don't love. You know, like they like the parent of the stepchild and they're like sleeping with them, but it's like they don't want to have a bond with the child. And like,
did you see that people were finally happy with the latest trailer of Prime? Because like a lot of them have been bad apparently, and like a lot of the super fans are saying that this new one made it actually look way better than the other ones.
Well, like the thing of it is all of the trailers that they've shown for that game have just been like very specific areas, and it's like, where's the variety?
Yeah, I will say one thing that I loved about Dread was how cool Samus was with like her. She just had like a certain aura in Dread that she was so badass, and the latest trailer seemed like they showcased that again with her just looking awesome.
I think her best aura was Zero Mission. That was fucking tight. All right, so this is a topic that Brett thinks, oh, it's not a big deal.
I mean, it happens all the time.
It's timing and optics.
I'm just saying, everyone's this happens. This is a subscription service, dude. Like,
so as talked about in yesterday's video. Was it yesterday's video? What the fuck was today? Oh yeah, it was yesterday. What the fuck? Hold on. In order to make a poll, I have to get on this
what?
And then I have to watch an ad. All right, here we go. Pause.
Oh, I'll be right back. Sorry.
All right, good. I could set up the thing. Is this a big deal? Yes. No. Yeah, it was because that ad was playing. Okay. So here's what we're talking about. So Stalker 2 released on Game Pass in November of 2024 and is now less than a year later being removed off of Game Pass in 2025. Brett thinks it's not a big deal because of the fact that, well, you know, licenses run out, this, that, and the other. And I'm not saying that that's necessarily wrong. However, I think in this case, it's very different because of the fact that it has been slightly less than a year. So it's not like it was a year of Game Pass. It was like 50 weeks of Game Pass. And that doesn't seem like something that you would necessarily do. Moreover, the fact that Microsoft helped fund this game, the game was announced in 2021 as coming to Game Pass and then did not come out on Game Pass until November of 2024, granted, because of real world circumstances, and I understand that. It's just a weird look to me, especially considering there is a sizable update coming to the game because the game did not come out in a very good state when it first launched. It took several months of updates in order to get it to a better state, but there is a big patch coming out right after it leaves Game Pass and goes to the PlayStation 5. I think this is a big deal, specifically because of the fact that Microsoft is under a fine tooth and comb right now. Microsoft is raising the price of Game Pass.
They do something wrong every week. Let's be real.
They're raising the price of Game Pass, okay? And a big game that they helped fund, that they promoted in 2021 as coming to Game Pass that did not release until November of 2024, it is now being removed. And it's not like if you download the game, you keep the game through Game Pass.
That's never, ever been a thing. So why would anyone think that?
Because a lot of people don't use Game Pass. They might be wanting to get Game Pass. They might think, exactly. PlayStation 5 gets the best version of an Xbox game.
I mean, this
It's
happens
coming
all
out
the
on
time,
PS,
though.
but
This-
that doesn't make it right.
I'm just saying, it's on a subscription service. You have had a year to play it.
But
For
you
example,
couldn't. You literally couldn't. There
for
was
an example,
game-breaking bugs in the game.
Lies of P was on Game Pass. The second it leaves, it gets a significant update, and the DLC comes out. Like, you don't think that's intentional by the developer? So it's like, oh, now this person loved this game. We know
So
it's
that
leaving
makes
Game Pass here.
So wait, that makes
let's
it
add
right.
content and add a major update.
That
I'm not
makes it
saying
right.
It makes it right. I'm saying it's
screw
in a
over
subscription service. And why would anyone think it like this wouldn't happen? Persona 3 had major marketing with Xbox. Major marketing. It was only in the service for 6 months.
They didn't fund Persona 3.
And if you're saying
Funding
they funded Stalker 2, they funded Persona 3 by giving them the Game Pass back.
No, come on.
Is that not funding it?
It's a different type of funding.
Stalker's not published by Microsoft.
Keep talking because the numbers are now skewing more towards me. So keep talking.
I'm just saying, Microsoft.
Microsoft did.
Stalker 2.
They helped develop it
with the Game Pass bag. Sure.
No.
Let me see.
Wait just a goddamn second. Funny how the narrative changes and you don't have all the facts.
No difference.
It does make a difference.
Hang on.
It didn't leave because of a licensing issue, because of a fucking like Forza, we don't have the audio anymore. It left because of a weird deal that was not even signed for a year. And you're charging me more money for your subscription service.
But dude, this literally happens all the time though. Like, yes, it is really lame that the game's getting an update that's fixing a lot of stuff. But how many games are broken when they come out, and or they get major updates after they leave Game Pass?
So that's fine. That's fine, and everyone should be happy.
And yes, Microsoft was in fact more hands-on with Stalker 2 than most games, but they did not publish the game.
I never said published.
Let's not forget that this game was being developed while developers were literally being killed in a war. Like,
I understand that.
Short documentary about it.
I sympathize with that. But at the end of the day, I am just looking at the actual facts of the matter. I'm just looking at the facts of the matter.
I'm just saying. I feel like this is like if you wanted to play this game
50-50.
Hang on, you cut out. What?
I wanted to end the poll at 50-50, but I think I did it at 51-49.
I didn't know you could do polls.
Yeah, I had a long. I'm saying I understand. And if that's the case, there's nothing wrong with having to, postpone the game or something like that. I'm just looking at it from the perspective of the consumer, because here's a hard truth. Here's a hard truth. A lot of consumers don't know that sort of stuff. They don't follow the news.
That's what I was just about to say, though. Like, I feel like if you're a Game Pass subscriber, you know how. Or if you're a subscriber to Netflix or Hulu, you know how subscription services work. I think you're making people a little dumber than they actually are.
No,
games leave Game Pass all the time, like every single month. Like, I don't.
Return to Monkey Island was not a game that was said in 2021 was coming to Game Pass. 3 years later, came out on Game Pass, and then less than a year later was removed from Game Pass, and Microsoft helped develop the game. I think optically speaking, it is not the best look. Escape from Monkey Island.
Okay.
And also Escape from Monkey Island did not have a sizable patch coming out right before or right after it left Game Pass, plus the PlayStation 5 version.
I'm not speaking from an optical standpoint.
It is lame.
But
that's my whole point. It's not the biggest deal in the world, but I do find it very suspicious because I don't think that, things like that. I don't think Microsoft needs to be dealing with things like that right now. They should be on their best behavior by raising the price of stuff.
I feel that every week. It seems like they're always doing something stupid every single week, no matter what. Like, why not just extend the Game Pass bag to this studio? Like, give them 6 more months. Let this update come out. Why wouldn't they do that? That makes total sense. It's because Xbox doesn't do anything that actually makes sense.
Right.
And I don't know who's running the ship over there, Satya, whoever. They're doing a terrible job though.
It doesn't make sense to me. And optically speaking, with everything going on, for a large title that was a console exclusive for the Xbox, for a timed exclusive that they helped develop, I don't think it's the best look in the world. That's my whole point.
I agree it's not the best look, but I also just think everybody's just got to point out something that's bad about, like, Xbox does it to themselves at this point, but also the internet is just like, oh my God, this game is leaving Game Pass. Let's all cry about how Xbox is terrible. Like, I don't know. It gets so tiring.
I don't think it's, but see, by that mentality, you should never point out flaws. You should never point out
I'm not saying it's not a flaw. It's just, it's a subscription service. It's been a year. Like, for example, I had I had 6 months to beat Persona 3. If I really wanted to beat it, I would have gotten it out of the way. I didn't prioritize it. It's gone now, and that sucks. But that's how subscriptions work. I don't know.
But did a big patch come out after?
All the DLC actually launched on Game Pass. So imagine
I know I'm talking about a patch that improves the experience while it simultaneously launches on another platform. I don't have Netflix, sellout. I canceled Netflix. I canceled Disney Plus. Try again, pal. You know what I use? Tubi. Dude, and Amazon Prime, because I have Prime for shipping stuff.
I have a pirate alternative for you if you're interested.
I mean, I know where to.
No, I mean, it's like very streamlined. It's like its own streaming service, basically. It's crazy.
Oh. Pickle Rick with a $5 donation. Thank you very much for the support. Actually beat Lies of P twice on Xbox through Game Pass, then bought the DLC on PS5 due to having it through PlayStation Plus. Hey,
that's funny because a similar thing happened with me. I tried the game on Xbox, but they didn't have, because I suck. They didn't have the easier difficulty when it was on Game Pass. Then they did a big update. It leaves Game Pass. They added easier difficulty, but it comes to PlayStation Plus. So I got it on PlayStation Plus and started playing it on PlayStation. Similar situation. But I still didn't play it. I played like the first 2 hours and quit.
I'm going to ask you this. Do Netflix originals that they fund, do those go off Netflix?
No, but they didn't publish Stalker 2. They helped out with it.
But they helped fund it.
But if you're looking at it that way,
I'm just asking.
Funding only.
I'm
Isn't
simply
every game on Game Pass in a way funded by Microsoft?
No, it's different.
But yeah, they did actually, at least according to ChatGPT, they helped.
They did.
With,
why do you think I'm
optimization,
wrong?
Testing. I mean, I remember in the doc they were saying Microsoft has been a really good partner. I just didn't know the extent of which they were helping. But they obviously needed more help because the game was not optimized very good when it first came out.
It's all right. Thanks for being our bug testers, Game Pass users. PS5 guys, you're getting the premium version.
This happens all too often, too.
What do you think about this Portal update? Do you have a Portal?
No, I haven't wanted one. I would probably play my PS5 more if I had one.
I think it's interesting because
cool.
You technically don't need a PS5 to
like
play
if
PS5 games.
The only part that sucks, and you mentioned in your video, you have to have premium to use it at all.
Yeah.
And that's really unfortunate because it would be a great experience for someone to say, oh, I don't have $600. I can't go buy a PS5, but if I have good internet, I'll go buy this Portal and I'll be able to play all these games on it in good fidelity. Like PlayStation generally has good streaming, and that'd be a really cheaper alternative to play PS5 games. But paying for premium along with buying the $200 handheld, I don't know if that would be worth it, for some people.
So, well, I mean, because what's the subscription service a year? I think it's $130 now.
How much is PS Plus premium?
So you buy a $200, or you can get a used one for like $150 all day. You get the Portal. you do that service, and then you buy games a la carte.
Yeah, like that's I forgot. Like you can actually buy games now. Like
Someone didn't watch my video today. Thank you.
Well, I did listen to it. I just wasn't paying that.
Well, I mentioned that in the video.
Anyway, what's cool about this, along with this news, was PlayStation seemingly bringing cross-buy from console to PC. Which,
why do you think they're doing that?
There's like those logos or something that came out.
No, but why do you think they're doing that?
Because they're building their own launcher on PC.
Why do you think they're doing that?
Because they're competing with Xbox. They're still doing it. They're getting ahead of, well, not getting ahead, but they're going to catch up to Xbox probably fairly quickly because, like I was saying, PlayStation streaming is actually pretty good. Xbox streaming recently also got like a quiet update, and it's a lot better.
I haven't tried it. I haven't tried it recently, but I think like the Portal update is cool for the amount of people. Like I haven't touched my Portal in a long time. Like I know where it is, but I haven't touched it in a very long time. But I didn't hate it. I thought it was kind of cool. But you know, I find
buy it from you.
No, I find you don't have any money.
$100. It's worth it to get a 50% discount.
No, what the fuck was I saying, you asshole? Sorry. I think the update itself is cool, but I think the implications are also very interesting. Not needing a PlayStation 5 anymore, and the whole thing with the cross-buy popping up now as well.
Do you know if this update is coming to, because you know how you can remote play PS5 games to your PC with like the PlayStation Remote Play app? Do you think soon you'll be able to stream games to your PC without needing a PS5? Or can you already do that?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
I don't know, but I do know the update is now out. The update went out like late last night, like after I had made my video or I'd recorded my video. I know Mystic Ryan took a look at it as well. You know, I still don't think it's going to make the Portal light the world on fire, but like Angel Watch says, these days I prefer gaming in handheld mode. I think there's a lot of people that do, you know? And if you're able to play your PS5, and we're not talking, you know, small stuff. Stalker 2 is on the list of games you can play. So you can play the better version of Stalker 2. There's a lot of games.
It's like, isn't it like thousands?
It's over 3,000.
Yeah.
You can play Stalker 2, the good edition, with the bugs and stuff fixed, the new update patch on there as well, on your Portal. Interesting.
Okay, so you cannot stream PlayStation Now is what it used to be called. I don't remember. I guess they just call it PlayStation Streaming now. Or is it still called PlayStation Now? I don't know. Anyway, you cannot stream it to PC, but that could be a thing in the future since you can now stream without a PS5 to the Portal. Yeah. So let's say the next, I don't know, Horizon 3 comes out, but it's not on PC day one, but you don't have a PS5. If you wanted to potentially stream it to your PC, you can.
I'm surprised like somebody hasn't tried to find a way to output the Portal to a TV.
I'm sure someone's figured it out.
Google it while I read this donation. Neil Pate with $4.99. Thank you for the support. Silly to try and use console gens for GTA 6. It'll only be GTA until 2040. It'll be the only GTA until 2040. Yeah, no, this could be the last GTA ever. Like honestly, if you look at how the industry is kind of moving and stuff when it comes to a lot of single player stuff, I think this may be a last hurrah. And just the video game, you know, industry in general, all of the things that we've been seeing and stuff like that, I think it could be the last hurrah. You got that information for me, pal?
Yeah, I'm going to send it to you because it seems like kind of bogus. It's a video.
Then you don't have the information for me.
I mean, it says how to connect a PlayStation Portal to a TV, screencasting, and HDMI guide. But there's like no views on it. It's from 2 months ago.
No comments either. And this comprehensive video, well, just watch the video.
I was, but you were talking. It was hard.
But if I watch the video, it's going to make my audio weird.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it on 2.5 speed.
This looks terribly made.
So this looks like AI made this video.
Or yeah, this is horrible. This is the worst thing you've ever sent me. And you've sent me some terrible things.
It apparently says the community has found workaround methods with the USB-C adapters with 15 to 20% success, and then wireless casting 30 to 40% success. I don't know what this means. What does that mean?
It means nothing. This is poppycock.
I think this is bogus. Yeah.
Yeah. No. People are There's nothing. Stream from Portal to TV. Is it possible at all? Someone on TikTok. Okay, great. It's not possible. It never will be. I just had the same thought. Ditch the Portal. Use a laptop to run PlayStation Plus and hook a laptop to TV via HDMI. Get a computer. So no. But I'm still surprised that they haven't tried to somewhat. The community is always.
I used to love those videos of people getting the 3DS to work on a TV. With like I think they got like it's how like places like IGN would capture 3DS footage. Nintendo would send them
because
adapters.
You do it because you want to prove that you can, and to try and bypass having to buy a PS5. Just think about it. You stream, you got your Portal, and you can play it on your television.
It would probably look terrible streaming on the if you connect it to your TV.
Yeah, no, it would. But I'm just saying, blowing up an N64 on a 70-inch TV isn't necessarily the best look in the world, but people do it to say that I did it.
Yeah.
All right, what's our last topic, Brett?
Well, don't know.
It's in the title of the video.
I was looking for the tab. Switch 2 dominates. Yeah, that's what it was. Speaking of, Scorilla said, I think 20 million is possible for the first year. What do you think?
Well, you have to set it up by telling us what we know now so that...
You didn't tell me that I was going to have to do any of this. I have nothing open about this.
Jesus Christ. So the Switch has sold from release to... Or the Switch 2. From release to...
The first 3 months.
End of September, 10.3 million units, which is the fastest selling console ever. And Nintendo has adjusted their forecast to potentially be 19 million in the first calendar year. And Mario Kart World has an attach rate of an insane amount.
Yeah, what was it? Let me see.
It's like 9.6 million sold.
9.57, yeah, that is crazy.
And
8.1 million of those are bundles, but still technically bought the game for $50.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that they sold over 1 million at $80 is actually very impressive to me. I think once the bundle goes away, I'll be very curious to see what ends up happening with that. But then Donkey Kong Bonanza sold 3.5 million, roughly, right?
Yeah. Jamboree at 1.16. That's funny.
Because of the Switch 2 edition.
I'm trying to find Donkey Kong.
Is it fiscal year? My bad. So by the end of March. And I mean, you have the holiday season coming up. You have the Pokemon bundle that came out.
Yeah, Donkey Kong at 3.49 million.
So,
Crazy.
I mean, those are fucking crazy numbers, dude.
It's wild. Nintendo is just on another level with the Switch.
Like, for all of the flaws of the system, and there are many, right now my Ethernet port just like stopped working for some reason. Um, oh, interesting.
What?
My Ethernet port like just kind of stopped working all of a sudden. But right now, and it kind of makes sense when you look at the software and why the software is what it is. A game like Metroid Prime 4, maybe a game like Donkey Kong Bonanza to some extent, a game like Kirby Air Riders. If those came out, maybe I'll take Bonanza out of that. But if you have games like Kirby Air Riders, Bonanza, Hyrule Warriors, do you really think that those games would have sold better 3-4 years into the system? Or do you think by being an exclusive at the launch window of the system or within the first year of the system, it gives them a better chance to sell because of the fact that there's limited first party games available?
I think the latter right there. Like I think they sold because these are the big like tentpole games for the Switch too. Because like you were saying, like so the new like Hyrule Warriors, for example, that's not a Switch 1 game, right?
No, Switch 2 only.
I bet that ends up selling pretty damn good in comparison to the other ones that already had a way larger install base.
What did Age of Calamity sell? Let's see here. Over 4 million.
The first one sold nearly 6 million. Damn, this game sold more than I thought.
Because the first one was better than the second one.
Yeah,
by a country mile. I never finished the second one because it ran like dog shit.
horrible.
How does the third one run? Find out in tomorrow's video. But yeah, Age of Imprisonment. Oh, I can't talk about Age of Imprisonment. Then that's a good point. There are a lot of people. Medallion says people are tired of the Breath of the Wild Tudok arc.
That's true. It's been 4 games now.
Well, yeah, because the first Hyrule Warriors was so cool because it took everything from all Zelda games. It wasn't limited to just one world and one storyline, and there's just canon and stuff like that.
And like at this point, even though I love the Breath of the Wild art style, it's a little older now. Like I kind of want something new from Zelda in terms of its aesthetic.
You got Echoes of Wisdom, pal. What's the problem?
No, I mean like
playing as a woman, bigot.
I mean like mainline Zelda, but I love that art style in Echoes of Wisdom.
Oh, okay. You better, because
I guess that is kind of like that is a mainline Zelda. I guess it's just a smaller game.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty mainline. I think.
I know people bring this up all the time, but I love the art style of the Wii U tech demo Zelda thing. I would love to see that in an actual game.
Yeah, everyone did. I think most people thought that was really cool. And then, but I mean, Nintendo does that. Look at the GameCube thing Space World
demo
to what you ended up getting with Wind Waker. And that rubs some people the wrong way, and some people think, oh, it's fine. It's like, well, I mean,
dude, people hate it. I'll never forget being on the internet forums in like 2001, 2000, something like that, and seeing the hate for Wind Waker. Wait, when did Wind Waker come out? 2003?
Yes.
So yeah, more like 2002 internet. Everyone hated that art style when it was first revealed. Now everybody loves it.
Yeah, well, because it holds up well. A lot of those other art styles didn't hold up as well from that generation of games. So, it makes sense. You can upscale it and it looks gorgeous. I mean, you could technically upscale whatever to make it look better, but no, I mean it's crazy that the system is selling as well as it is. It's obvious that I mean there are still concerns. I think third-party games are still going to be a concern as far as sales are concerned. I said concerned too much. But spoiler alert, that's always an issue on Nintendo hardware. When hardware is selling well, when hardware is selling bad, third party usually doesn't sell as well on the system. Now, I think with Xbox, essentially essentially funding games and then removing them from their Game Pass service in less than a year, people aren't buying games as much on Xbox anymore anyways. I think Nintendo can pick up some of that slack. But game key cards and crap like that, how big of an issue is it really? All that sort of stuff. But at the end of the day, man, it's like it's like what I said about Pokemon. Pokemon is the Nickelback of gaming. Everyone seemingly is tired of it, yet they sell, so much. So it's like, are people really tired of it, or are people just, disconnected from reality?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of true. They are the Nickelback of gaming. The Imagine Dragons of gaming.
They stink. What's the Kings of Leon or whatever?
Yeah, I remember them not being good.
God, they're fucking dog shit. But yeah, I mean, what do you think they hit 20 mil before March 31st, 2026?
Do you think they'll have the supply to do it?
Yes.
I think if they have the supply, Christmas is coming up, so that's going to be huge for Switch 2. By March, yeah, I mean, I think they might be able to do it. They're already at 10 and a half.
By the end of September. So you still have October.
Oh, yeah, I think they're hitting it, dude.
You still have... I think it's possible. I think it's...
They got Pokemon bundle, man.
I know.
That's going to be big. But I wonder if a lot of people already bought Pokemon who don't, like a lot of kids who don't have a Switch 2 yet. I wonder if their parents already bought them Pokemon, so they're going to end up getting the Mario Kart bundle. Since that's an actual exclusive on Switch 2.
Who cares? You're still selling it. You're still selling a system. It doesn't matter.
I just think if Pokemon would have launched closer to Christmas, it probably would have sold more Switch 2s. What do you think?
No, I think that's poppycock. People are buying Christmas gifts now.
That's true.
This is the holiday season. You're in the holiday season. After Halloween, you are in the holiday season.
Straight from hell to heaven, basically.
Yeah, you got Thanksgiving where you eat food, and then you've got food, and then you got the Christmas Kringle.
Christmas Kringle.
I haven't done any Christmas shopping. I usually wait till like the first week of December.
What are you playing right now? That's not the game you're talking about tomorrow.
Still haven't played more Ninja Gaiden 4 and easy. I wanted to start Outer Worlds today, but I ended up playing this all day. Nothing really. I mean, just my N64 wrestling games that I do when I'm getting my steps in. Put on a battle royal.
There's one Ubisoft franchise that's modern that I really like, and I just started playing one that I skipped, which is Watch Dogs 2. I played the first one a long time ago. I played Legion. I actually really liked Legion. I know a lot of people didn't. But now I started Watch Dogs 2, and it's like the exact game I'm in the mood for right now. So it is hitting on all marks. And I'm sad that this series is probably not coming back anytime soon, maybe ever.
Well, I mean, to be fair, that last one was dog shit.
It wasn't. It was good.
It was horrible.
It was not horrible, dude. Legion was solid.
That game
looked like a PS5 game before the PS5 even came out.
That game, there was no redeeming qualities.
What?
I couldn't stand that game, dude.
I didn't like the gimmick behind it, like play as every person in the city. I played as literally the same person the entire game. I did not utilize that feature at all, and I liked it.
I don't know, man. It just,
flying around on that drone, going in. taking people out.
But that wasn't like the first, especially the first Saints Row, Watch Dogs. It felt very gritty,
Yeah,
and then
I
that
really
game
liked that.
didn't.
I mean,
That
Watch
game,
Dogs 2 is what deviated from that. I think it got
yeah,
way
but
happier.
it was still a balance, though.
I felt like Legion brought back some of the dark from the first one, especially the DLC actually has you play as Aiden.
Yeah, who
Aiden?
nobody
whatever his name
got nobody got the DLC.
I played it. I beat it. But yeah, Watch Dogs 2 is really fun so far. It's like mindless podcast gaming that I'm doing. But it's really good. I'm sad that like this series is dead because I
I'm
really
playing
don't like a lot of modern Ubisoft
Night
franchises.
Striker Gear. Night Striker Gear is pretty fucking dope. It's a old school style game. Based on the original Night Striker. It's like the sequel to that. It came out last week and or maybe 2 weeks ago, and like nobody talked about it really. And I was like, oh, I'll pick that up. I didn't even look at what came out today on the Switch too. Well, besides,
Dark Lord says, "What happened to Splinter Cell?" Well, we know one thing that just happened. It lost its director.
it's dead. There's
The
never
Splinter
gonna.
Cell remake is.
I
maybe
really
dead.
don't expect there to be a new Splinter Cell ever again.
Damn.
Dave the Diver Switch 2 edition. Oh, Tokyo Wars. I remember that game in the arcade.
I'm still
Overcooked
wondering
2
where all
Switch
this.
edition.
Where's all the Switch 2 ports?
Well, they're doing their weird thing.
Red Dead 2 is rumored, right?
Yeah, supposedly maybe tomorrow there's going to be some sort of announcement of it. I don't know how much stock I'm putting into that. I've played Siberia. It's not bad.
You know what I think is ridiculous, and I've talked about it, but I'm gonna do it again.
What?
That people who bought the cloud versions of Resident Evil, like 3, 4. Wait, did they do 4 on Switch 1?
Or I don't think so.
They did 3 and 8 and 7.
Yeah.
They should get the Switch 2 version for free or at a very steep discount.
No, because what if they bought it on sale?
They should still get it because it should be illegal to sell those versions of those games. They don't even work.
But the thing of it is, you bought it. You knew what you were getting into because you could play a demo.
I'm just saying they do not work. Like they're literally impossible. I don't even know how they're legally selling them on the storefront still.
I'm just saying you got to be smart with your money.
It's crazy.
Oh, the last Remnant's on sale.
Because I got the Hitman Assassin Collection or whatever streaming version. I got a review code for it. So I thought maybe I would get the Switch 2 version for free or at a discount. No. It didn't happen.
Is it just like a graphical remake or
the Switch 2 one?
No, I'm talking to Sellout.
Oh.
There's a decent little eShop sale going on. I haven't done an eShop sale video. God. Oh, look. Right now you can get Resident Evil 2 Cloud Edition for $10.
Exactly. You should be able to buy it and then get Resident Evil 2 for free on Switch 2.
That's not how life works, pal.
I mean, at least a discount, man. Like, I'm not kidding you. Those versions should be illegal.
Socialist, communist, Resident Evil 3, $9.99 on sale. They weren't full price, though. They never came out at full price. They were discounted when they first came out.
They were still like $30, $40, weren't they?
Yeah, $30.
It should be illegal. They don't work.
Well, at least it wasn't included in like a subscription service and then got a substantial patch and then was removed before you got to experience the patch.
Yeah, that does suck. I'm not saying that doesn't suck. I'm just saying it's a subscription service and we live in the modern AAA era of games. Unfortunately, they all launch broken.
Some people just lay down on their back and take it in the ass. And some people,
do the blowing, which is you blowing these corporations.
No, it's you. That's you.
Oh, no.
I'm the one fighting back. I'm the one calling it out. I'm the one.
I'm not saying it doesn't suck. I'm just saying it's everyone blowing everything out of proportion. It's been on the service for a year, and it's while
Not a
there
year.
are
Not a
bugs
year.
and problems.
It's not a year.
Oh my god, a year minus a week or two.
Oh, and see, now the narrative
Like, that's-
changes.
That's
Now
not
the
even a
story
change.
changes.
That's not even a change. It's literally a year.
You got a year to live. Oh,
But
just
also,
kidding.
You were saying earlier.
You got 7
Earlier,
hours.
you were saying earlier, like, what's up with the weird? Since it's not a year, that's strange, and I agree. But I was looking at like other times when games would join and they would enter Game Pass and then leave. It's common for it to be like maybe under a year, maybe a little over a year, maybe a little under 6 months, maybe a little over 6 months. Must be something with the way the store works or something, like updates. I don't know.
Must be Santa. Must be Santa. Must be Santa. Santa Claus. All right, folks. We're going to move over to the after show because I have to take a leak. And I'll be doing that on the after show. So if you're a channel member, you get to see me pee. No, I'm just kidding. Shout out to everyone in here. We had a great crowd tonight. Good size. A lot of good conversations. As always, my opinions aren't always right opinions. They're just mine. So if you disagree with me, all good. Unless you're Brett, then you are instantly wrong. Shout out to Superman Oh Man, Jeffrey Tucker, Pickle Rick, Sean G, Noah Smith, Todd B, and Neil Pate. We'll be over on the after show. Check the community post tab for that. Tomorrow, I will have a video of Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment going up. Ideally, if I finish the video, which I probably should. And we'll see you next week.
See ya. Come to the after show. Watch Sean P.